solo. There is no Roman with me. I get him tomorrow. Interesting day. It's still morning, by the way. 11:30 a.m. So I went out, started my shift, worked for, I don't know, a little under an hour. And I get a call from my wife. And usually when she calls me and I got riders in the back, I just hang up. Well, she called again. And then she called again. And I was like, okay. So as soon as I dropped off these people, I called her back. She goes, babe, my car was broken into. They broke the steering column. They broke a window. I'm like, what? Where are you at? So she told me she was out in Clovis. So basically, she's a merchandiser, and she takes her own vehicle, which she gets paid for mileage, but she goes to different stores around town. Most of them are either Valero or AM/PM affiliated, and she works for this merchandising company that stocks them up with certain products. So this is her first store. And it wasn't a bad neighborhood. It was actually in Clovis, which you don't really think of Clovis as being like crime-ridden, but I'll get back to that. So she doesn't park at the store usually, because when these trucks, big trucks, come into, like Pepsi or whatever beer company comes and they need to stock stuff up, they block everything. They come in, they just she didn't want to get pinned in, so she doesn't like to park at the store. And because she averages probably about an hour and a half at each store anyway, right? Depending on the size of the load that she needs to stock up. Anyway, so she comes out of the car and she's unlocking it. And there was there's the store she works at, it was a Valero. And then there's like a kind of an open field, a very small lot, open field, and you can actually walk across it to a parking lot of an apartment complex, and that's where she parked. So she walks across the field, she hits her key, and nothing's engaging. She's like, what the hell is going on? So she's like, fuck, don't tell me my battery's dead. So she uses her key to open the car, and she sees the steering column is like totally to shit. Then she sits down, she's like, what? Like she's trying to process it, and sees the back window's fucked up. So anyway, she called me. I told her, call the cops, you got to make a report. And then right away, we were late on our fucking insurance, so I paid that real quick. And I told her, okay, insurance is paid in full. Make sure you call the insurance too. On my way. And I'm deep in Fresno, so it took me about 30 minutes to get there. So by the time I got there, she got in touch with Clovis PD, and she was on the phone with the insurance company. And we filled out a report. Community service officer for PD came, we took care of everything. We're gonna have a $500 deductible, and they set us up with a rental car for 2 weeks. Recommended a place, and we had the tow truck driver take the car to this Caliber collision in Clovis. Anyway, so we're fine, right? I had to pay $50 out of pocket today just for a deposit for Enterprise, and so she can get a vehicle. But here's the crazy part, okay? While we're standing there waiting for the tow truck driver, these two young kids drive up, and they get out and they see our situation, and they start to explain theirs. So basically, one of the kids has a car and it was missing, but he air tagged it. Okay, air tag meaning he has a tracker on it, and he followed it to that location. Incidentally, there was a car that was left there next to where his car was, had a broken window, and it didn't have a sticker to their apartment complex, and this is by the college. So these are a couple college kids. So he traced it over here, and he found the car. So what we figured out was So these assholes in the middle of the night broke into a vehicle, who knows how many, right? Took that, drove it to this kid's apartment, left that one, stole his, which was a Hyundai. The other one, incidentally, was a Hyundai too. And then drove it over to this apartment complex, and then left it, and it was parked all crooked. They tried to take our Kia. So Kias and Hyundais have the same manufacturer in South Africa, and they have this recall problem where, looks like there's a lot of people. I was going to get a haircut, but we'll see. Anyway, let me finish my story. So basically, stole theirs. They tried to steal ours. They couldn't because, I don't know. It's something about it. They can steal it with a USB port. You know, like a USB driver or something. It's some kind of, I don't know how it works, but it's all over YouTube. Some like kids are doing it all over the place, and there's a recall, and they're able to steal cars this way. So they tried. They couldn't steal ours, but they fucked everything up. But when we were all looking around, we saw some broken glass, and there was like an empty parking stall. So they probably tried ours, couldn't do it, and then stole another car. So this poor kid, while we're getting our car put on the tow truck, he was on the phone with Clovis PD, and I had given the number for the community service officer that we talked to, but he was busy. But yeah, so there's assholes all night just boosting cars and then switching them out when they run out of gas. And yeah, they're fucking everybody's shit up. So anyway, that's all I got right now. But we're fine. We ate something. My wife has a rental right now, and I am gonna get my hair cut. I was gonna go to red carpet, but fuck it. I'm just gonna clean it myself real quick, kind of half-assed, and then my daughter and I are in a couple days going out of town anyway, so I'm like, why bother? I'll just do it. I'll clean it like proper, like on Monday. So haircut right now. I'm gonna grab some beer, go hang out at home, and yeah, my wife and I had a very eventful morning. Kind of tired, man. That like wore me out. So, all right, guys, I'll check in with you later. See ya.